silence of the night. In the old streets of New York, the snow was falling. On a secluded, quiet road stood the Hollow Spoon, an old restaurant. Its windows were covered in mist, and a soft yellow light filled the interior. Inside, Evelyn Gross sat at her desk, staring at the clock as if trying to delay a decision. Outside, only 2 staff members remained. Liam Carter, a young, impatient chef who feared the silence of the night, and Bradley Moore, a mysterious waiter whose eyes always seemed lost in an unseen world. Evelyn sighed and peered out the window when the old bell rang at the door. Chime, chime, chime. A woman wearing a red coat stood at the entrance. Her eyes were dim, yet her face wore a smile. "I want the last dish. Sleep stew," she said. Evelyn's face turned pale. Part 2. The woman in the red coat. The woman's eyes were deep and round, as though peering into a dream. She slowly walked in and sat at the same table where a mysterious death had occurred in 1962. Evelyn whispered to Bradley, "Did you see her?" Bradley nodded silently. Liam went into the kitchen, opening an old cupboard, pulling out an ancient register containing the recipe for sleep stew. Evelyn whispered, "We closed this dish years ago. This dish puts people to sleep forever." Part 3. The recipe for sleep. In the old register it was written, "Whoever eats will fall asleep, and whoever sleeps will never wake." The ingredients were strange: sleep seeds, dream broth, and the final bite dipped in the silence of death. Liam began to prepare the dish, but his hands were trembling. With every cut and stir, the cold in the kitchen grew stronger. Part 4. The first bite. The woman in the red coat took a bite of the dish. As soon as she did, her eyes turned white, and her face seemed to morph into that of a young woman. She closed her eyes as she sat back in her chair and slowly dissolved into the air. Bradley looked toward the door, which was still ajar. There she was again. Outside. Part 5. The list of dreams. Evelyn went to her office and pulled out old records. In 1962, there was a list of those who ate the sleep stew. The last name was Bradley Moore. Evelyn looked at Bradley in shock. You're the one," Bradley said softly. "I survived, but not completely. She still visits my dreams." Part 6. The Door of Sleepers. On one wall of the kitchen, a black door slowly began to appear. This door had never been there before. Every time someone ate the sleep stew, the door opened a little wider. Liam cautiously approached the door and peeked inside. An endless dark room. Whispers were coming from within. "One more bite. Don't wake." Part 7. The Secret of the Woman in the Dream. Evelyn dreamt of the woman standing at a table. Behind her were the dead waiters, sleeping guests, and red light. She spoke. "This place is for the sleepers. The waking ones do not stay here. You open the door. Now you're on the list." Part 8. The guests who wake as dawn approached. People began to arrive at the restaurant. Old clothes, silent, their eyes closed. They all said the same thing. "Sleep stew, the last dish." Liam, frightened, tried to spill the pot, but the broth didn't fall to the ground. It hung in the air, then returned to the pot. Part 9. The Night of Sacrifice. Bradley explained, "This restaurant wakes up every 50 years, and the gods of sleep demand their dishes. All of us working here are chosen. It's our sacrifice." Evelyn said, "So, are we stuck here forever? If we keep waking, we might survive. But sleep is the enemy." Part 10. The Fire in the Kitchen. Liam attempted to burn the entire kitchen. The fire blazed, but instead of burning, Everything melted and blended into the sleep stew. The woman came again. This time, her face was entirely black. I'm not here to end you. I'm here to complete you. Part 11. Beyond the door of sleep, Evelyn, Liam, and Bradley entered through the door. Inside was a grand hall, the ceiling dripping with sleep. In the center stood a throne, upon which sat a shadow. It was the god of sleep. It spoke, "Who are you?" The one who wakes suffers. The one who sleeps is at peace. Part 12. The bargain of sleep. Evelyn said, "Let us go, we haven't done anything wrong." The god spoke, "One soul in place of 3. One remains with me forever, and the others may leave." Bradley stepped forward. I was the one she saved first. Now I return. Part 13. The condition of return. The door closed. Only Evelyn and Liam returned. The restaurant was back to normal, but everything had changed. Every night, the bell would ring at the door, but no one stood outside. Yet on the counter there was a new register, where every guest's name was added to the list of sleep stew.